So don't panic, I don't have a long lecture to give. The title is a hangover from a speaker who is an expert on the role of research universities. He cancelled at the last moment due to government obligations. And I won't try to duplicate his abilities. I just have a few reflections on what we've heard. It's been by turns sobering and exhilarating, that describes, I think, the picture accurately. Harrison Fraker talked about the urgency of connecting design and science. I'd like to take that a little bit further. How well we bring together effective collaboration between science, engineering, and social science, law, business on the one hand, and between academia, industry, and government on the other, will determine the scale of Berkeley's impact on the creation of a sustainable energy future. We'll also need to bring that urgency and cooperation to the education of our students, providing them with both classroom and practical experiences, locally, nationally, and globally, to create leaders who can catalyze the changes that we need to make as a planet on the whole. One idea that we've had is to create an energy corps, which will provide for our undergraduates to spend their summers engaged in energy-related projects all around the world, and then come back and bring those experiences back to their fellow students, perhaps to students that we invite from other locations to come and engage with us. I hope this is an idea that will take off and that we'll be able to begin next summer. So that's our task, to harness the energy and commitment from the last 2 days, take the steps at Berkeley necessary to achieve the two massive tasks I've just described. Maybe I'll just say a little bit more about the triangle of government, industry, and university. Industry doesn't do long-term basic research anymore. You don't have to take my word, that's what they say. So if we don't, no one will. That's a problem. How do we get the research done and out in areas that don't have immediate profit drivers? Well, we faced that in healthcare with what are called orphan diseases or neglected diseases. And we succeeded via something that we've pioneered called socially responsible licensing in persuading, for example, a large pharmaceutical company, multinational company, to market a malaria drug at cost in sub-Saharan Africa. The government played its role too by expediting the license from the FDA, giving a longer period on the patent so that the company makes money for a longer period in those places where it can sell the drug for a profit. Are there areas like this in energy and climate that we could think of similar schemes? I think there are. We may even already have some. But all sorts of creative schemes need to be considered to fully engage government, industry, and universities in the cooperation that we need to solve those problems. We need to get our own act together and not do brilliant work in independent silos, and we need to engage as broadly as possible. And those are the things I hope we'll take away from these 2 days and continue to work on this in the next few weeks and months. So thanks very much to all the speakers. Again, to our incredibly generous sponsors, Wilfred and Leslie Chung and the Philomathia Foundation. And I mentioned her at the beginning. She seems to have gone off and hid, probably because she thought I was going to say something nice. But one extraordinary person who without whom this wouldn't have happened, and that's Tiff Drayson from my office. So that's it. Thanks very much for coming, but don't go away and go back and carry on as if nothing happened.